Daniel, you run your business entirely, if I understand correctly, almost on an app, inbound, outbound, everything. It's all on just one app.
Right. So I mean, we also get a lot of email.
Yeah.
New Yorkers have opinions that they like to voice with us about their transportation. Some of them are convinced, for example, that we take the wrong lane down Second Avenue. We should be in the right lane. Or something. But
Oh my God.
I think one thing we've experienced on the marketing side is that we do pretty much no marketing. I think we're quite fortunate in that our entire growth is organic, with almost all of it again by word of mouth on the consumer side as well. And I think that on the one hand I can say, well, we're fortunate, or maybe we've built a good product, but I think there's a lot more to it than that. I think the way to do that is, first you have to have a great product, but you also have to create the right environment for that to happen. So you have to build into your product or into your service a way for people to tell other people about your product. And that's something that if you play some of those games on your phone, like Candy Crush or similar games, they're just exceptionally good at, right? They're really good at making their actual product viral, and they put that virality right into the product. And we found that when we built a referral system into our app versus having people go to the website and tell us about their friends who they wanted to refer to our service, referrals just blew up dramatically. So there are a lot of things you can do if you want to save on traditional marketing by building into your service or into your product, so it's easy for people to tell other people about it. And I think the other thing is people tell other people about it when they love the product. So I love Zillow. It sounds like people love the beer, and it's trying to create that feeling of sort of real of a love brand, as I've heard it called. Just helps you tremendously on marketing and reduces your marketing costs. And one way to get at that is really exceptional customer service. So for us, every time a trip is concluded on our system, we have an automated sort of thing that runs in the back end that reviews that ride for many different parameters. And we've identified what makes for a good experience and what makes for a bad experience. And we automatically reach out to that person proactively if we think that experience was not up to our standard.
Oh,
and,
come on.
if it crosses a certain threshold.
This is all unbelievable. Wait a minute. So your computer, supercomputer, will tell you if you think someone's ride wasn't right, and then you will call them,
right? So
without them complaining.
Yeah. So we won't call. We don't do telephone. But we'll scrub. We'll scrub every ride at the end of the day, or within a few hours, and identify whether that experience was a good or a bad one. And we've tried over time to hone those criteria so we really know what makes for a good or bad experience. And if it crosses certain thresholds of being a negative, and with New York traffic, we just can't control everything. So sometimes something happens and we're X minutes late, right, beyond our threshold, and we'll reach out to that person, and if it crosses a really severe threshold, we'll offer them a free ride. We'll try to keep them engaged with the service, and I think people respond so well to being reached out to proactively when they've had a negative experience that just kind of marks itself, right? So we'll hear back say, yeah, I waited for too long in the cold, I really wasn't going to use your service again, but you reached out to me, I've told 20 friends about it. Right?
And also, just one more thing on what Daniel said. Susan talks about the importance of Yelp. He has customer reviews on the app, but you built a referral system into the app, and I think anyone could probably do that on your website, right? Build a referral system right in there. Do you give any incentive whatsoever for the referral, or no?
So we do, and then that's our primary marketing cost. We give $10 of free ride credit for each party, the referrer and the referee, when they take their first ride. So yeah, we do.
Your biggest marketing cost is referrals,
right.
Paying for referrals. Interesting. Wow, you got a lot of confidence in the product. That's neat, Susan.
Yeah, I was just going to add to that as well is, unfortunately, the negative people are often the loudest, and it's also really important that we connect with the people who are positive. And so even reaching out to the people who have great experiences, or have they had a good experience, and when they have, to leverage those people and to build relationships with them as well, or to ask them to write something on Yelp, or to ask them to be an advocate, or to send them something for the holidays every December, but to also keep those ties, not just pay attention to the negative folks, but to also pay attention to the positive folks.